Hi everyone, my name's Amy and I'm one of the mental wellbeing practitioners here at Bupa. I have been working within the Wellbeing Support Services team for around 2 years now. I have a background in psychology, including an undergraduate degree in neuropsychology and a master's degree in clinical psychology. My role currently includes looking at mental health assessments with UKI clients, and I am also an online supporter for clients having internet-based cognitive behavioural therapy. In today's webinar, we will be looking at self-care and what this means. It'll last around 30 minutes and focuses on the importance of self-care in supporting our physical and mental health. We'll be looking at what self-care is, the benefits of this, and also looking at helpful suggestions to improve self-care and raising awareness of protecting time to put in your needs first. So, what is self-care? Self-care is a deliberate activity to take care of our mental, emotional, and physical health. It means asking yourself, what do you need, and following through on the honest answer. It's doing things, however big or small, that are in line with what is fundamentally in our best interests. It's a simple theory and concept. However, it is something that people can tend to overlook. Self-care is things you do to look after yourself, and these can be activities that you already enjoy. So asking yourself, what do you need, and following through on the honest answer. Regular self-care encourages you to check in with yourself, and it can reduce anxiety, resulting in an improvement in mood. The form that self-care takes can differ between individuals, but it's essential and we all need it. It's important that it's not something that we force ourselves to do because we're told we're supposed to be enjoying it. So really being honest with what brings you enjoyment and doing something that's in line with this. It's true self-care to be completely honest with yourself and encourage you to be whole and meet your own physical and emotional needs first. Self-care has been described as a radical act of self-love and should be something that refuels us rather than takes away from us. Everybody recharges in their own way, and for some people it's taking some time to read a book they like or listen to a song that they enjoy. For others it can be doing a workout or cooking their favourite meal. However it is that you find yourself looking after you, it's the chance to tap into how you're feeling and making a note of what you really need in that moment. So how can self-care help you? Our body and mind can feel tired if we're stressed for long periods of time. An awareness of the world around us is essential to our survival as humans, but it can become overwhelming at times. Changes in our physical day-to-day environment means that we need to also look at changing how we care for ourselves. So challenging times can require us to up our level of self-care, and keeping a conscious mind about this is important. Our fight, flight, or freeze response is an automatic biological response from stress. It's designed to help with short-term stress in our environment. However, this can stay activated with long-term stress and can lead to our bodies becoming tired. So really be aware of what you're doing and how you're reacting to that. How that is making you feel at the time and what the outcomes are all help you find your own rhythm and routine. Increasing the amount of time we spend on self-care can reduce the likelihood of burnout. So self-care in practice can take many forms. Again, it's about finding the one that works for you, and it takes prioritization and an element of discipline. That's not to say that there aren't healthy indulgences that we can enjoy. However, small actions can be taken that help us to restore balance in our lives and bring us joy and happiness. So sticking to the basics and following what feels good for you allows you to implement and identify more particular forms of self-care. So giving your body the nutrients that it needs, having a balanced and healthy lifestyle and diet, stay hydrated and making sure that you're drinking what's good for your body in the recommended units of water. Making sure that you're checking in with your sleeping habits. Are you having enough sleep that feels good for you? If not, looking at perhaps routines to implement around sleep and taking that time to establish a routine all throughout the day to keep your body moving. Self-care can take a level of discipline to love yourself enough so that the future version of you benefits from the hard work that you put in now. It can be easy in such a fast-paced world to become swept up in short-term solutions and quick fixes, whereas self-care is all about investing in your future mental and physical health. So show yourself some love. There can be a belief associated with struggle that suffering is what leads to change. However, it's important to think about self-care with an expanded view of self, so that this includes our families, our communities, and everybody we interact with. Setting aside time to protect the world that we build around us. So these can be done with things like exercise or yoga, perhaps meditation or reading a book, baking or cooking, or just writing a letter to yourself and really being honest about how you're feeling and what's going on for you. Schedule some time into your daily planner for self-care activities. It can be helpful to add these activities into a planner so that it's more likely to be treated as an active choice to look after yourself, rather than something you're doing because you've got the time. Announce your plans to yourself or to others so that you increase the commitment to this and you actively look for opportunities to practice self-care. Again, for some people, this can be taking 10 minutes before they get out of bed to meditate or to list things that they're grateful for. For others, it could be having a relaxing bath or night in to pamper themselves. It could be exercise or baking. Again, just being honest with what works for you. Create a no list for yourself. This is a list of things you don't want to be involved in your self-care space. It's really important to look at setting clear boundaries for what you give your attention to during this time. For example, not checking emails at night or not watching the news after 6 p.m. or not engaging in conversations that you don't like or with people that you find drain your energy. Look at introducing physical barriers that can help protect your time around self-care. So removing your phone for an evening to unwind, even putting it in a drawer in another room so that you're not tempted to go back and check. Staying connected whilst you're at home is also really important for self-care. Self-care is not a lone pursuit, and it can be helpful to have someone to reach out to when you need a compassionate ear. Talking to others helps build a powerful community of care. So reach out to family members and think of shared activities that you can do virtually, such as a quiz or a game of charades. Watch a funny film in your house to boost everyone's mood. Humans are designed to be around other people, and it's important to protect and prioritize spending time with people that make you feel good. Look for opportunities to belly laugh. Laughter is a positive sensation, and it's useful and healthy to overcome stress. It eases tension and anxiety through decreasing stress-making hormones. And laughter is contagious, so if you're feeling that you're struggling to make something you find cheerful, perhaps try watching a funny film or listening to a funny podcast. With all self-care practices, small and consistent steps will help build resilience and reduce the likelihood of fatigue or burnout or other mental health struggles. Regularly taking some time out to prioritize and protect your mental and physical health is one of the most compassionate things you can do for yourself and the others around you. If you do feel that you'd benefit from further support or would like some up-to-date information and guidance on coronavirus or general health and wellbeing tips, we can help. So there's the Coronavirus Hub that you can visit, and there's a Health and Wellbeing blog that's also got some useful information on. So just as a quick summary from the webinar today, take this time to find something that works for you and explore how best you find you can achieve this. Set smart, realistic goals. Don't make yourself do something that you don't enjoy because you're told that that's what self-care is. Really be honest about what makes you feel good about yourself and helps you de-stress. And also look at structure in fitness. So looking after your body, nourishing it with a healthy diet, staying hydrated and keeping it moving. Thank you very much for listening to this webinar, and I hope you found it helpful.